Hi, I'm Tracy from perfectworldblog.com, and this is my first video blog. Woo! I'm very excited. I decided to dedicate my first blog to MTV's top 10 hottest MCs list. So I put on my finest vintage H&M and put a little curl in my bang for you guys to discuss my version of the top 10 hottest MCs of 2012. Because there was a lot of controversy, and I normally rebuttal with my own posts, so I decided to do a video blog instead. So first, I just want to review what they used as their basis for judgment. So they were going from February 2012 through February 2013, and their basis for judgment were lyrics, style, sales, impact, buzz, and the intangibles. And I feel like the intangibles kind of left them that room to put whoever they wanted on the list, which is exactly what they did. So let's start with, well, let me tell you what their top 10 was. So number 10 was Meek Mill, number 9 was Future, number 8 was A$AP Rocky, number 7 was Kanye West, number 6 was Big Sean, 5 Drake, 4 Nas, 3 Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, 1 Kendrick Lamar. So I'll just go through my list and why real fast. So for me, number 10 was French Montana. To me, based on all the criteria, he kind of fits into that. He doesn't have the sales yet because he hasn't released an album, but his buzz is definitely there. I mean, he showed up to XXL's top 10 freshman of 2012 with like some Smokey the Bear type, outfit. I don't know where he got him from, but I guess he's trying to prevent forest fires. I'm not really sure, but he definitely, to me, deserves to be number 10. Number 9 for me was Big Sean. He released Detroit, which was like some Detroit Southern playalistic like type Cadillac music, type of a mixtape. It received great buzz. He has Guap, which to me is the most slept on song. Recently. And then like people that weren't fans of Big Sean became fans of Big Sean in 2012. With the release of Cruel Summer and, like all of his quotables and Click and, Mercy and all of those types of things. Number 8 was Kanye West. It ain't like he's going to cuss me out for moving him down a spot from where MTV had him. But I think MTV actually had him a little bit too high. He didn't release his own album. He did have a lot of guest features too. He did have Cold, which was like extremely quotable. He did get Kim Kardashian pregnant, so he has the buzz. He definitely has the intangibles. But, I don't really think he deserves to be above some other people. And one of those people I don't think he deserves to be above is Meek Mill. So I'm not really a big fan of Meek Mill, but his album, generated a lot of buzz. His mixtape shut down Nat Piff when it dropped. So, I mean, some people like to listen to, people on 11 all the time. But, I like to keep my volume around the 6 to 7 range. But Meek Mill definitely had the buzz that people were looking for. He fulfilled a lot of expectations with his album. It was well received, to my knowledge. So I don't think it's platinum yet, but do people still really go platinum? I know he had a successful tour that people were going out to, so congrats to him on that. For me, number 6 is Future. Every song on the radio is him. He comes looking for people with Haitians, and people are singing about it. He stays smoking good Jamaican. No one's taking offense to any of this, but he's on Love Song. He's dropping, track after track, and on every other feature, he's itching for that paper. I just think Future has a big year ahead of him. 2012 was a great introduction to him. I thought he was going to be a one-hit wonder. I'm not disappointed because I think he's a lot of fun. Number 5 for me was Ricky Rose. Who else shows up in red leather pants? What other man that's about almost 400 pounds even knows where to get red leather pants, much less has the audacity to wear them? I know Men's Warehouse doesn't stock them, so I don't know where, who big and tall, where he got them from, but this dude has style beyond some of these artists. And then he does have the intangibles, and he does have a team that people are checking for. I don't know where Wale is, but Meek Mill, people are looking for. He has Stolly, which I think may have a big 2013. Let's see. And then for me, number 4 is A$AP Rocky, which shouldn't come as a surprise to most people that rock with me and know how I get down. I have a dog named Rocky. A$AP to me, A$AP Rocky, sorry, because A$AP is the name of their clique. A$AP Rocky to me had a great year. He had his album leak a whole month before it was scheduled to drop. and people still went out and bought it. That album still went platinum or something like that. But I know it debuted at #1, which is amazing for an album that leaks an entire month before it drops. And then he definitely has the style. He's being, endorsed by fashion designers and being on covers of magazines that no rapper has ever been in, much less on the cover of. So to me, he definitely he had a hot year for 2012. See what I just did there. And then #3 was Drake. For me, he didn't release the album in 2012, which actually kind of surprised me because I guess I was doing a little research and I thought that Take Care dropped in 2012, but it dropped in 2011. Who would have thought? And he definitely had a lot of features. He was on Stay Schemin', which was probably one of the biggest. He was on Pop That, which is #10, my #10, French Montana. He was on that track and he made it his track. I mean, he was just out here dropping lyrics and one-liners and creating Facebook statuses and Instagram quotes left and right. Like, he could be an Instagram rapper. Like, he could just drop stuff that people want to put under their pictures because that's what he does. He's aspirational. He makes you want to believe what he's saying. He started from the bottom, now he's here. Honestly, Drake didn't start from nobody's bottom. But everybody that did start from the bottom relates. You know what I'm saying? That's the amazingness of Drake. #2, 2 Chainz. I mean, that's kind of a given. I'm following along with MTV. I actually completely agree with them. I do think he should be #2. No one else had an entire trending topic about them and their lyrics that went on for maybe it was probably like 3 or 4 days. And then he even joined in on it and was retweeting it. He understands that, he can be comic fodder to some people, but he rocks with it. And then, like, he had, so many things going on with the 2 Chainz, 2 Terms, with Barack Obama. Like, people love 2 Chainz, and I like his style. I like his vintage Versace, chains that he wears. I like his extremely, extremely graphic jackets that he wears. I think he has his own style. It works for him. I mean, outside of the fact that he's 45, I don't really give a fuck. I think that he's entertaining. I can't wait for his sophomore album. I thought his freshman album was better than I thought it was going to be. And I still find myself going back to it and listening all the way through it. I can't say that about some of these other artists. I'll leave it at that. Like, Cruel Summer. Anyways, and #1 for me was Kendrick Lamar. Also, I loved Good Cat, Mad City. Like, I thought it was great. And, I really thought that he is bringing back concept albums, which is great for people that, like, graduated and shit, because I feel like we can keep up. Like, we can follow the story. We understand what happened with Shireen and his buddies and how he smoked weed for the first time and he was foaming at the mouth. Like, I love Kendrick Lamar. I thought he was great. Even outside of his album, he had great features. He was on One Train on A$AP Rocky's album, which was also a great feature for him. So he was on what was the name of that song? Power Circle from Rick Ross, who is #5 on my list. He was on that track and he did great on that. So Kendrick definitely has the buzz. His album had also debuted at #1. I believe it's already gold. It hasn't even been out that long. So I'm really excited to see what else he has coming for us. He just released a new track with Bridget Kelly, which is on the blog, www.perfectworldblog.com. So make sure you check that out. So that's my top 10 list. So just to refresh: French Montana, Big Sean, Kanye West, Meek Mill, Future, Rick Ross, A$AP, Drake, 2 Chainz, Kendrick Lamar. Who did not make my list? Nas. Like, really, MTV? Nas, like, y'all really put him? They put him at #4, the hottest MCs of 2012. I mean, I'm not a fan of his, so this is not even from that point of view. Based on what they said, lyric, style, sales, impact, buzz, intangibles, his lyrics is about all he had on that. I don't think his album is platinum yet. His style is not something that people really go try to, emulate. His impact was very minimal. I mean, he's a good rapper that finally released a good album. So we're supposed to put him at #4 on the list because you finally doing what you're supposed to be doing? Nah, son. It don't work like that. And then he didn't really have the buzz. I mean, his buzz was there, but it kind of died out. I haven't even gone back and listened to, Life is Good. I think that's the name of his album. Yeah. I haven't even gone back and listened to it, so I don't think he deserved to be on the list. So that's my list. Pusha T could have made it if we had like 15 slots. I know we had like a little bit of beef. I don't know why J. Cole was even talking about being on the list because I don't remember him dropping anything. T.I. definitely wasn't one of the hottest. I thought his album was better than I thought it was going to be, but better than I thought it was going to be when I thought it was going to be trash. Doesn't really say much. So there we go. And then Weezy originally was my #10, but I think French had a bigger year. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So that is it. This is my first video blog. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. And I'll be back, I don't know, in a week or two, depending how I feel, depending what there is to talk about. So make sure you check me out again. It's www.perfectworldblog.com. Thanks.